Okay, I made a lot of promises to street cadres which I intend to keep. I'm just going to break the ice here. Marcus Garvey was not a fascist. So what? He tried to meet up with the KKK because he thought they controlled all of America. Well, he was not a socialist. He was a theological leader. This does not make him a fascist. Malcolm X was a Garveyite. Are we now going to claim that he was a fascist now? To put things bluntly, yes, I do support the anti-white position. Now allow me to explain exactly what that means, because despite having this been explained thousands of times over the past several decades since its existence, apparently you just don't listen to what it is. This does not mean persecute anybody with white skin. This does not mean to attack anyone whose skin is white. That is not what this means. What this means is the concept of whiteness, the idea of a unified white race, and then the terrible bickering of what counts as white. There is no white race. There are a multitude of European cultures, races which have their own language, histories, etc., but there is no white race. This is a racist construct invented for the specific purpose of promulgating racism. It is specifically created to draw a line between the people in power and the people not in power. Those with white skin are inherently superior to those who do not have white skin. That's the whole point of whiteness as a concept. There is no white race. It was a construct created to promote racism, and that's why I reject it. I do not reject having white skin. I reject whiteness. I reject racism. This is the basis of where racism comes from. And this is why it's in such great conflict with the pro-America fake left that's been showing up as of late. America is whiteness. It was literally created by that concept that whoever came over to the New World, regardless of what country, what language, or even really what version of Christianity they were, as long as they were white, they were part of the people who were considered to be part of the manifest destiny, those who were considered to be better than the indigenous people that were already living there, and thus because they were white and therefore somehow inherently superior, were justified in taking the land away from the people that already lived there. This has continued in America right up to this very day, and it has been part of the justification, the social justification for imperialism. How much racism did you see come out during the Iraq and Afghanistan war, that we have to go over there and civilize them in order to save them? Aside from, the claims of weapons of mass destruction and all that, that lie. But how often did you hear that? That's what we're fighting. We're not fighting the existence of white skin. That's complete nonsense. But then again, if you haven't gotten it by now, you're clearly not listening and not trying to. Now, I've had too many complaints about too many things as of late. I owe the black community some very overdue promises to be kept, and I will fulfill these promises, but first, I will give you the only remaining member of Panther Code in Arizona, King KJ.
Let's talk Panther Code. As a poor black man living in Phoenix, Arizona, trying to struggle left and right to get a job, but yet, the only thing they want to do is give it to the white man. See, the thing is with me, I'm a hard worker, a good African-American worker at that. Give us jobs, give us chances. Y'all think we bad and everything, we not. We actually good people. Let's put Steve Struggles in here to represent our old guards. Let's get the Black International getting in here to get them to get our new generation going. Like, we got things that we have to do. We have a life to actually save. Black lives that need to be saved. We need Captain 9mm. He wants to be represented by the anarchist. Like, we need help as black people. We can all come together as one and be strong and always fight for one another. We can fight against cops. We can fight against anybody that's not our color. But yeah, we always the one to get thrown in jail, shot, all kind of bullshit. But at the end of the day, we still a black man still struggling in America. But I'd like to give a shout out to Jason LaRue, Luke Dublin. Shout out to the Pink Purple Girls. Shout out to Comrade number 3. And shout out to Corporal Cat. Y'all have a good one. Stay black.
You may have noticed that MRN Youth crashed before the MRN network officially closed. Corporal Cat has made the complaint more than once that the Falcone General dumped MRN Youth on them. This is all my fault because in 2021 I had a lot of things going on which put both Comrade Net and Luke Dublin in high stress situations, which then put Kara Stokely in an even higher stress situation. I want to clarify that even though the MRN network is no more, there are those who still have the right to call themselves Malice Rebel News. Kara Stokely is Malice Rebel News. Luke Dublin is Malice Rebel News. Falcone General, Dark Sinovia, Red Pagan Nicole is Malice Rebel News. I owe an apology to both the Pink Purple Girl and Comrade number 3 because my former network made them both a lot of promises, all of which will be kept. This is not Net's fault. Even though he has been blamed for a lot of this is really my fault. This is not Luke Dublin's fault either. He has been transitioning from labor aristocrat to lumpen aristocrat, and a lot of personal issues have been hitting him too. This is not Kara's fault either. I admit we have neglected to criticize her routinely, but that was because we put her in an impossible position. She is a lot more delicate than she used to be back when she was identifying as a man. Panther Code is a black MLM organization which is not a party, because they believe in pluralism, which is why they feel so well represented by the Black Internationalists. She, too, is a great pluralist. The most beautiful theories of Maoist thought on social media come from the Black Internationalists. No one else comes close. As for the Black Anarchist, Captain 9mm is asking to represent him. They are Car and Afro Syndicalist. Please check out the links in the description. One is from Steve Struggle and Dr. Weisfeld representing the old guard of Panther Code, and another one from the Black Internationalists representing the new generation of Panther Code.
Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.